Yeah.
Welcome back to Nerds, Nerds, and More Nerds.
Here we are again.
We're here.
My name is Miguel.
My name is Travis.
My name is Cole.
And we are going to roll the intro music.
Yes!
The intro music?
Yeah.
That was it. It was right there.
Just
We heard it. It happened.
I think it might have been a little bit better than last week's intro music.
Really?
Just a little bit.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
In a weird way.
Let's hear that intro music again.
All right. Yeah. I still think it's just okay though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it could be better.
Well.
I mean, I was kind of on the fence,
Yeah.
and I just wanted to agree with you.
Yeah. Oh man. So Stan Lee died.
Oh, man, you
My
guys.
Dude.
goodness.
Man.
The first thing I thought of was, what does this mean for everything?
Everything, dude.
Right.
Like Kroger,
Everything.
Payless.
Everything.
At least he made it into the Avengers Infinity War 2.
Yeah.
He did all his
Yeah,
cameos?
he did some cameos for some upcoming movies. So we'll
Yeah.
still see him.
You guys, can you imagine? All right, so like, you're this guy. You've got these ideas for these stories. You think, this isn't so crazy that I shouldn't write them. But so I'm
Right.
gonna write them. I'm gonna write,
Yeah.
draw them out. And everything. Okay, and you start all that, and the public goes, "Wow, this is really cool. Comic books, cool craze,
Yeah.
And it's the closest thing you can get to like widespread media craze, I guess, for the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But they're everywhere, right? Everyone's got them. Everyone knows who these people are. These characters.
Right.
They're following them. They're interested. All in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you probably quadruple the income you created from when you hadn't started that to the point where all this new stuff started dropping like this,
Yeah.
like heavy, like it
Right.
has.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
what is it like? Something like half a dozen movies a year, almost, or
Yeah,
more.
pretty much. Yeah,
For sure.
there are tons.
like billions of dollars, like and Stan Lee did it the best way, man. Of like anybody that brought something they did from that far, that long ago into the today.
Yeah,
He kept himself involved. He's in
Yeah.
the movies, that's cool.
Right.
But he's like, he's always in the credits, produced, written, whatever. He's got parts, and
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
involved.
yeah,
And for me, like, it's cool as hell to see that. It's so cool.
Right.
The creator getting to, like, aid this new, variation of
Right.
their creation.
Definitely.
exactly.
And that's my first thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, no. Is that ship just going to drown? Is that the brakes that they don't need now? All of a sudden.
I don't think it's gonna drown. Like, 'cause he helped. I don't think there are a lot of other people that are still working on all this stuff that
Okay.
have been a part of it, like the directors of these movies.
Yeah.
There's a lot of collaborative effort.
Yeah.
I think that, honestly, I think that his part, like his title in the films, is really just a title.
Honorary.
Title. Like,
So not.
oh, he produced this, but he didn't really produce it.
Okay.
Like, he was there for, like, moral support.
Like, this is my vision,
And
guys.
that's-
Don't forget that you're drawing my characters, making my character. Like,
Right.
What do you mean? Like, see, I don't want to imagine Stan Lee was just some kind of guy standing over everyone's shoulder, like, hey, don't mess it up, okay?
Well, yeah.
Well, it's not.
I mean, I know that's
it's
not
not
what you're
like that.
Right,
it's
right.
Like, it's like he was there.
But he wasn't really
there.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. But he
Doing
was
all the producer
he was a
work.
good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Oh, yeah.
He had all of these awesome ideas, along with like Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko, like those guys too.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course, but yeah, Stan Lee.
But for whatever reason, like Stan Lee stands out.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, here we are. We're like 30 years into our lives,
Mm-hmm.
and these guys had reached like success far sooner than this, even
Yeah.
whether mildly or not. But then
Yeah.
that was going to explode. Like, it just blows my mind as well.
Yeah.
The guy's
Right.
like 80 some whatever years old.
He was 95.
He's 95 years. Even
Yeah.
more to my
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
And
65 years older than me.
Almost 96.
But the last 15 years of his life were far bigger and brighter than all that time of success leading up to 2000 and
That's wild.
whatever.
Yeah, from like
9
Bro.
or
Whatever.
whenever that first movie dropped.
He was born in the 20s.
Right.
1922.
Yeah. That's like around like depression times.
Yeah,
and things.
dude.
And then yeah, even like getting his stuff, like his ideas and stuff out there was hard. He kind of jumped around from different companies and whatnot.
Floundered a bit for a
How
while.
Yeah.
crazy is it to like think okay, to envision what this guy grew up, like how he grew up, right? Like the whole everything becoming everything, right?
Well,
Look, phones.
Yeah.
right,
Like,
right. Cars.
Cars.
Or like
Yeah.
Everything.
anybody
Like,
that age.
Microwaves.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And watching the evolution of like
Household items, much less.
Right.
which is even like the medium for his artwork, you know,
That too?
like, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean, wow.
Going from like, you know, back in those times, you know, just getting things printed on paper was a big deal around like
Right.
war times and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Right.
And now, like when he passed away, people could get comics digitally.
We're in the digital age.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's got to be wild to watch all of that.
That's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
You watch all that happen, and like whether you're consciously aware of it or not, you know, I don't know. You know, it would be awesome. It reminds me of a movie I saw. So this movie had Robin Williams in it, and his job in this movie is he was called like a cutter or something like that.
Mhm.
But his job was when someone died to like, so like in this reality, you can pay to have like a camera installed in a person to where like their whole life, you know, is going to get recorded through this camera.
Yeah.
Everything they see, everything that ever happens to them is captured in this video.
Yeah.
And it's recovered on their death. And Robin Williams' job is to edit it all together for the funeral, for all the family members to go, oh my God, yeah, that's right. That's when so-and-so was born. Oh yeah, and then we went on that wonderful family vacation. You know, all to highlight all the wonderful times in their life or whatever,
Right.
as a parting, you know, thing. Like, this is what they saw. Remember their good times.
Yeah.
You know, blah, blah. And like, why did I even start talking about that?
Stanley, his whole life.
His whole life. That would be a crazy thing to go through.
But yeah, that's right. Clipping together
The best parts
all
of
the
his life.
things that he must have seen that influenced him, all the things that, you know, that like, you know, drew him in a direction or pulled, you know, that'd be awesome, man.
That'd be so cool.
Like someone like that, you know.
Yeah. I remember there's a documentary. It's probably still on Netflix, unless it was recently taken down because he died so that they can make some cash. But hopefully it's still on there. I'm pretty sure it's called With Great Power. Like,
Oh.
with great power comes
Yeah.
great responsibility.
Okay.
And it's about his whole journey.
Yeah.
Like, from, you know, just writing little bits to, like, you know, creating Fantastic Four and, you know, all of these cool characters and whatnot. And I really liked the bit about Spider-Man because, like, all of these characters that he created up until that point were just like, you know, adults basically, you know, and you know they you've
Fully
got like
formed
Tony,
humans,
yeah,
kinda,
like
you know?
Tony Stark, you know he's got cash and whatever.
Yeah.
You know, Captain America is just, you know, this big, you know,
Untouchable kind of-
untouchable guy. And then, you know, he got into writing this Spider-Man character, like him, and I believe he wrote that with Steve Ditko, if I'm not mistaken. Like those two came up with that whole character and everything, and that and people were telling him like, "Oh, that's gross. The spider is a bug. No one's gonna want a bug. Ooh, who wants that?"
Yeah, a superhero representing an insect.
Exactly. Yeah, they're like, we don't want that.
Uh-huh.
Not to mention they already had Ant-Man. I mean, come on. I don't know
Listen
why
to the
they think that.
experts here. Yeah.
Yeah. So they did that, and sure enough, that's like one of the best superheroes.
Wow.
And leading out of that, I think that once he died, I really understood how much he was a part and is still a part of like everyone's day-to-day lives.
How so?
Yeah.
Whether they notice it or not. Like me in particular, Anderson has been dressing up like Spider-Man since Halloween. Like he was Spider-Man for Halloween, and he dressed up as Spider-Man. I think he was dressed up as Spider-Man when I found out that Stan Lee passed away. Like,
Oh my god.
yeah. So like,
Okay.
that's like a super important part of of his life.
Yeah.
And also, that's just one of those things that's just been around for a long time. Like superheroes are just one of those things that you kind of pass on from generation to generation.
Like it's difficult to be American and not know that.
Yeah.
You know, like
Mm-hmm.
it's
Like with
a
those
facet
particular ones.
of
Yeah.
Western culture now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible, man.
I know.
See, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
created something that will like never go away.
Yeah.
It's not. It won't go away.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Unless
That's
like
amazing.
the Earth explodes or something and no record of anything is left. Like unless that happens,
Right.
it's
Yeah, history as we know it just literally erased because
Yeah.
we disappear.
yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, man.
that's
It's-
wild.
It is wild. Yeah, so like when he died, I get sad it's sad, but it's also like it's also kind of like reassuring that like he was able to live out his complete vision, his complete life. Died at an old age. He outlived his wife by a few years, so there's that too. It was pretty much his time to go.
Yeah, he
He
did what he could do.
Yeah, and he did more than a lot of people do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but yeah, like as a writer, as an artist, like as all these different kind of roles, even like you can attribute his success to a lot of cool little tiny sectors apart from the grand scheme of being this creator of making these that's just crazy, man. It blows
Yeah.
my mind. Blows
Yeah.
my mind.
Very cool.
And
Very
there
cool
will be
life.
no one else like that.
There won't.
That's the thing that I like, so I think of that, whenever it's someone noteworthy like that, like, oh, they died and they were working on this, like, oh geez, well I wonder how good that'll be, or what I
Yeah.
mean, like
Right.
it'd be like if everyone knew that what's his name, that David Bowie was going to die right after that album dropped.
Right.
You know what I mean? It'd be like, or if he went too soon, oh geez, well I don't even think I want to hear it then if he didn't finish it. Right? Or what I mean?
Right.
Right.
It's like the first thought I have. Second thought is, there's never going to be anybody else like that.
There's not. Yeah.
There's never going to be another human being like that ever again.
Mm-mm.
There will never be another one of you. Never be another one of you. Never be another one of me.
Never gonna be another one of the people listening at home.
That's right.
Folks, like, this isn't even like that kind of show, but I mean, we're all one-offs.
Yeah.
We're all one-offs.
Yep.
That's. I
Yeah.
don't think people think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't really replace anybody,
No.
especially that guy.
Well,
But especially that guy.
no one can be replaced.
Yeah.
especially the rich and
Yeah.
famous. No, I'm teasing. I know that's not what you're saying.
You know what I mean.
I know, I do.
You know.
But then that's
Yeah, he did a lot. He made an awesome, or multiple awesome escapes for people from the real world to
Yeah.
fantasy.
Yeah.
I read what Claudio Sanchez wrote. Like, he had a little post even on his Instagram. I mean, you know.
Of course.
Right. You would expect that.
Yeah.
And I'm reading and like, I'm becoming emotional. Like, just reading it, I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, man, that's amazing. Because, like,
Yeah.
I think of when I'd never heard of Coheed and Cambria.
Yeah.
I'd never even heard of them. That doesn't mean, you know, it, like, in the grand scheme, it's just me not hearing of them. That whole time, Claudio Sanchez was being influenced by this person.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, I don't know. It's like, what am I thinking of? Being in orbit, kind of thing, and eventually
Planets lining up.
those and and for a while everything's kind of running together almost, it seems like, and that's like life in a long grand thing, you know.
Yeah.
You fall into orbit with stuff, you're in alignment with it, and I think you're in alignment with things longer that mean more, you know, that are like, we've known each other for some time, so like
We've been in each other's orbit
for a while.
For a really long while.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you might not always be, I mean, you know, you had your time at Target while you were there.
Yeah.
You were in orbit there for a while. And then,
I was orbiting Target.
And you drifted out, man.
Yeah. I
Wow.
drifted out.
At the right time.
Guys, 13 years.
13 years.
We have been in orbit with each other.
We have been in orbit.
How about that?
Dude, that's awesome. I would like to
Say something.
share a quote from also another late great John Lennon.
Oh.
He said in a song, he said, "Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans." How cool is that quote? That's like one
Yeah.
of my favorite lines of a song.
Yeah.
Quotes, just anything that anyone has ever said.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I like it too, because you can break that down. You
Yeah.
know? Imagine someone's over here at a desk.
Imagine.
Pouring of it.
Imagine it.
Pouring, you know what I mean? They're pouring over a desk and they're like, you know, this is the agenda as I see it. You know,
Yeah.
That's just their consciousnness. I mean, it's not like everything else stopped for you to make that list.
Right.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It is incredible, yeah.
It is, yeah.
Sometimes I have to think about that.
Sure.
Because, you know, everybody gets wrapped up in their tiny existence, you know?
Definitely.
You know?
Insignificant.
Yeah. You have to
I'm not going to
really
call
think
anyone
about-
else's things insignificant, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but I mean,
what we think is
even
more-
insignificant for that person,
Sure.
you know, versus things that are significant to that person,
Right.
you know. So, yeah, everyone at home, you know, take some time to really think about what's important in life.
Yeah, maybe we
Yeah.
all should think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, and spend time with whatever that is.
Well,
Yeah.
and that's just a friendly invitation. Obviously, there's nothing Travis can do to make you physically think about anything you don't want to physically think. But yeah,
No,
try
I
it
said
out.
do it now.
Yeah, do it right now.
Or else. I'm coming to your house.
Come get you.
Mom, I don't want to think about stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to play Fortnite.
The nerds are gonna come get me.
They threatened me. Oh, that's awesome. I just want to play Fortnite. Who said that?
I did.
That's awesome.
Oh, man. Dude. Yeah, so Stan Lee,
What a bummer.
yeah, it just, you know, it happens sometimes. Like, there's always, every once in a while, there's, like, a big, you know, tragic event like that, a death that really affects everybody. And
Definitely.
yeah, this is definitely one of them.
I think you can honestly say that has affected everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're even remotely interested in like
Yeah.
the tiniest detail of a superhero anything,
Yeah.
at all, I mean,
You could argue
Stanley
that.
was responsible for that.
Yeah, you could argue that, like, you know, he was more influential than
Don't even say it.
most presidents.
Influential people, huh? Dude, I didn't know where you were going with that. I'm waiting for like 6 different things because I'm like, dude, if you say that name, like, you're gonna I don't even know who it's gonna be, but you most
Other
people named
Frank.
yeah.
or Edward. Oh my gosh.
Or
Oh my god.
man, that was funny, dude. But you're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Oh,
What
man.
you said was correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh jeez, dudes. So oh my gosh. Well, rest in peace, Stanley.
Yeah,
You were
yeah.
awesome.
Man.
Did you guys I know Miguel did, but did you guys see that Detective Pikachu trailer?
Yeah, I did.
Dude,
That seems like
that's super silly.
is it the right time for it, and that's why it's happening now, or Ryan Reynolds as the voice of Pikachu?
Yeah.
Is that not the weirdest thing ever?
I've known about it for a while, so I was just waiting for it to drop.
Wait, it was Ryan Reynolds who's the voice?
Yeah. That's why it's so funny.
Oh my gosh. See, I thought it was going to be somebody like Bradley Cooper or what's his name? The guy who plays Lego Batman.
Oh, Will Arnett?
Yeah.
Those would have been funny.
That would have been a really funny Pikachu. Big Pikachu. Yeah, that's,
Do I
that's the
sound
best
like
I can do.
Do I sound like him?
No one knows what I sound like. Yeah. That would have been amazing.
It still is really good. Like Ryan Reynolds, I think.
What do you guys think about it?
I think it's really cheesy, and I think it's going to be a fun video. Like, fun movie.
Yeah.
Despite the huge lack of knowledge I have for Pokemon,
Yeah.
I feel like I would enjoy watching it.
Yeah.
Like, it still looks like it'd be highly entertaining.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you don't need to, know what every Pokemon's called or really understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think tiny spoilers. I think
tiny
the best part is when
Oh, you're
Spoilers for the trailer.
I'm spoiling the trailer.
man.
So if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Yeah,
Come back
exactly.
right now.
Come back. Okay, right now. Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Pikachu talks. Kid, and he's the only kid that hears him, right? Hears Pikachu.
Just like
And he's like, yeah, everybody else thinks I'm saying Pika Pika.
Yeah.
And then it shows like him like Pikachu. Like to like the girl.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, you're so cute.
He's like,
You're
she doesn't
cute.
know what I'm saying.
He's like, you're cute too. She doesn't understand.
It's the best.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, I've been with Pokemon since day one. Like, got the very first game, the year it came out, watched the anime,
Yup.
like the month it came out in
I got
America.
the Pikachu Game Boy.
Yeah. I remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I remember that.
Wow, you guys.
And
Obsessed, dude.
also Detective Pikachu is like a 3DS video game too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of based on that as well.
Nice.
Okay.
Same kind of thing, like no one understands me except for this kid.
Yeah.
But I was kind of blown away by how they designed the Pokemon in that trailer.
Yeah.
Like how realistic they looked.
They look like they're cards.
Yeah, they're like
Charizard?
real life. Like it's not just like CGI
A
with
cartoon that I have to act like I'm standing next to.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is not Roger Rabbit folks. Like, no digs at Roger Rabbit's is awesome, you know, like, at
For
that
its
time.
time, yeah.
That was awesome, you know? But this is, like, it looks really cool.
That's-
that Mr. Mime at the end was so funny and gross looking. That was so good.
That was funny.
I love it.
Yeah, man, like,
yeah.
I'd probably go see it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna go.
I want to check it out. I had low expectations for it before I saw the trailer, and now I'm like, I've got to see this movie.
You know what we should do?
We should go see it.
We should go see it and then do an immediate review,
Like we did for Ready Player One.
like we did for Ready Player One.
Yes.
I like that. I like them fresh.
Yes.
Yeah, same.
Fresh review. That would be awesome.
Definitely.
So, I forget when it even comes out. It comes out at some point, guys. So look it up. We will too, so we can go watch it.
Yes.
And speaking of Pokemon, have
Yeah.
you guys seen the video of that weird looking cat?
Oh, the weird looking cat that I
Yeah.
sent in
Seen
the group
that?
message. Yeah.
Yeah, you sent that?
Yeah, I said that.
That's right.
Yes. That's
What's
why
the
you
deal-
saw it.
What's the deal with that cat, man?
Dude, oh man. After I watched that,
Ma, there's a cat.
Mine's a weird stray cat looking out here. It's
so
really scary looking, Ma.
at about like the 5th time I watched it, I started to think, man, I wonder if this video was like taken and then someone did a voiceover of it.
Yeah, right,
It was
right.
so funny.
But it was so like on point too with the Lucy and
Hey,
I don't want him
Lucy.
to. I don't want him to
Dude,
attack Lucy.
dude, no
Hey,
one-
Lucy, you
no one
doing
knows
all right.
You're gonna be all right, baby. It's okay.
No one knows what we're talking about. Oh my god.
Oh man,
Dude,
that video
I'm
is
sure-
super funny.
Oh my gosh, if you guys
That
Google
cat
like
is
weird
hideous.
cat video, it was like a weird white cat with like bugged out eyes.
Oh my god.
It was the most, and it had an underbite. It was insane.
That cat looked
Yeah.
like it was caught in like a nightmare. Like it just
Looked like it was wearing makeup.
Yeah.
Like around its eyes too.
Yeah.
Like,
it just looked like it was like perpetually frightened.
and
Yeah.
then I texted you guys and I said like, oh, the end of it was my favorite part when it
Yeah.
started to walk towards me. He's like, oh no. Oh my gosh.
So great.
Oh jeez, guys! If you find this video,
Please
you will,
find it.
You will find this little bit.
Where did you
entertaining.
find it?
Sally sent it to me. Oh my god!
That was fantastic, though, dude.
Yeah,
this cat,
it's
that's
so
the
good.
ugliest cat I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
Yeah, maybe we can link it in the video. I can try to send the link. or something.
yeah. I'll link it in the video.
Oh
for
Yeah.
sure.
man, it
Let's
didn't
do
even
that.
look real though for a minute. Like I
Yeah.
thought for a minute, I was like, "That's just gonna be a fake cat. This is dumb." But when it started moving, that's where I was like, "Oh my god, that's a real animal!" Like,
Yeah.
because like you said, it
Yeah.
doesn't look real. It's like
Right.
it looks.
It's almost like Lil Bub.
Oh man,
You guys know about Lil Bub?
I do not.
I'll show you Lil Bub later. He's a cat.
Link to Lil Bub as well.
Link to Lil Bub as well. Seriously, Lil Bub is probably the best thing you'll ever see.
Cat nerds.
we're watching all the cat videos.
Straight up.
Nerds.
Yeah.
I do have one other nerdy thing that might be worth discussing.
Let's do it.
What's that?
The Game of the Year awards are the Game Awards are coming up,
yeah.
and yeah, Game of the Year is one of those things that viewers at home can vote on
Yeah.
and voice our opinions. I did last year, and the one I voted for won, and that was Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Nice.
What do you guys think it'll be this year?
Well, I can tell you what it'll be this year.
Oh, you already know.
Oh, there's six nominees. Actually, I'll let you guys, because you guys haven't seen it yet. You guys
Is-
guess some.
okay.
6, okay?
God of War.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn it.
Spider-Man.
Yep.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yep. Those are givens, man. Okay.
What else came out that was like?
Really good. Fallout 4?
Nope.
No, did that,
That was-
come out?
that was
like-
2
Oh,
years.
that was 2 years ago.
Or 2 years, yeah. You haven't heard this. There's okay. So I'll start with the two more obvious ones.
Okay.
Monster Hunter World.
Oh, yeah.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Yeah,
Really?
it's there.
I didn't even know they came out with that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And this is the most impressive one. Have you ever heard of Celeste?
Celeste?
Celeste. Celeste.
Celeste, no.
This is an indie game
Oh, I think I know that
where
one.
you're climbing up the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a nominee for Game of the Year. I might even just vote for that because I think that's so impressive that that's there.
Yeah.
Wait, let's get into this now. What are you going on about?
Dude, so it's I'm not sure if it's on Xbox or not, but I know it's yes,
Well,
it is on
that's fine. I
Xbox.
don't
Yeah,
really
it's I know. It's on basically everything. PS4, Switch, Xbox One, PC.
I feel like more than likely it's going to be either God of War
It's gonna be
or
Red
Dead Redemption.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those two.
More than likely one of those two.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got Rockstar on the one hand, and then you got
Whoever.
Sony. Who does that? Santa Monica
Yeah.
Studios.
Yeah. Remember when the creator was crying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
That
like,
was wild,
dude,
man.
I'm so awesome. This is wonderful. This is so great. I didn't know how awesome I was. And now I'm crying about it.
would be great, but everyone's telling me how great it is.
I worked on this game for years and I just didn't know how rad it was. It's so rad, dude.
that everyone likes it, I'm just
Dude,
so
who would have thought?
man.
Who would have thought how
Oh.
other people would have received that awesome axe throwing and having it come back to
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Oh.
The recall, man. That's what made it.
Oh man.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
we're
was
teasing the guy, but
no, I mean
Yeah.
yeah. Just poking a little bit of fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's awesome to
man,
make a cool game like that.
I don't know
Definitely.
that journey, and to kind of revamp the game as it is, to sort of introduce some new elements, and
I mean,
Yeah.
you got a
keep
perfect 10.
that's
Then
wow.
Perfect 10, dude.
so did Red Dead.
How
Yeah,
many?
Red Dead Redemption 2.
That got a perfect 10 also.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's really
And
good.
and Breath of the Wild did last year. Let's not forget.
Yeah.
We mustn't forget.
That's what I like, watching games get perfect 10s.
Yeah.
Because how often do you actually see that?
You don't.
You don't.
My anticipation. I'm like sitting there watching the IGN interview or review or whatever, and I'm just like, oh man, I wonder what they're gonna make it. They're saying a lot of good things, I can't wait to find out.
Yeah, man.
And it's like we're giving it a 9.8. I'm like, no, what?
Yeah, that's.
I don't think they do that much of.
They do.
It's like 0.5 or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like Celeste though. That's super impressive.
Okay.
Like
Yeah. An indie game?
an indie game. Now those
up.
guys are the guys that need to be crying right now. Like that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Still, what?
Definitely.
Go into this. What is this?
Okay, so it's like a 2D platformer. It's kind of like Super Meat Boy.
Okay.
You remember?
Yes, I do.
Super Meat Boy. We all watched that indie games thing on Netflix back in the day, right? Did we watch that all? We all do that? I can't remember.
What?
The indie game Netflix special. They talked. They had the creators from Super Meat Boy on there, as well as like yeah, it was like the people from like Fez and Braid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it was a-
definitely saw it, but I don't think we did that.
Okay. Yeah. I watched it back in the day. I couldn't remember if I talked to you guys about it or not.
I don't know that I ever watched
that's-
I
it.
don't think so.
Yeah, that was super awesome. Like I didn't even at that point. I had fallen out of the video game thing at that moment, so I wasn't really thinking about indie games and that they're a thing, and
Right. And
much
it's
much less that you could sell them on.
Right. And then it's literally just like 5 or 6 people creating this game.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and.
Huh.
Yeah, I've even, like, I went to coding school and stuff a couple years back, and I've still had that itch to just maybe tinker with something, maybe create something that I would like to play, and maybe other people might like to play.
Sure.
Right.
And I think that's where these start. Like, it just starts with impressing yourself and having fun by yourself, and then showing people, like, hey, this is pretty fun, come check this out.
Yeah.
Look what I did.
Yeah, and, like, this is so cool that these underdogs are, like, a nominee. Like, even if they don't get it, and they most likely won't, not to jinx them or anything,
Sure.
but, like, they're up against some tough competition.
Right.
You know, even
Totally.
just, like, we talked about God of War and Red Dead, like, even Spider-Man, like, that's an awesome game, too.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, to be, you know, in the same room with those guys, like, I'll show you, like, kind of what this looks like. It's like a 2D platformer.
Wow, you're not even kidding.
Yeah, it's like a straight up 2D
Yep.
platformer. And I will probably download it on Switch probably after Christmas. I'm assuming I'll get some, like, Nintendo eShop gift cards or something.
Okay.
Just assuming that.
Sure.
Throwing it out there. Throwing it out there for anybody who wants to give me some eShop cards. But yeah, it's not an expensive game. I don't remember how much it is, but it's nothing crazy.
So neither of you guys have actually played it.
We have not.
Actually, I have played.
You have played it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't love it.
Did you play through the whole thing or just a little bit?
I didn't play through the whole thing.
But-
I only got to play through a little bit of it.
Did you get any of the story bits?
Yeah.
But okay, it's because I heard the story is also really good.
Story's good.
Can you expand on it? I mean, like, what's going on in the game?
I don't know a whole lot about it. Only that, like, you're climbing up a mountain, and there's something about, like, a friend that is in need of something. I don't know.
In trouble, and you're trying to go save that friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe.
Super, you know, like, not that it's a bad thing, but it's like a bare bones story.
Every level is a puzzle, and it just keeps getting harder and harder and harder.
I'll just show you some gameplay of it after this.
Like, it gets, like, to the point where it seems super impossible, but it's not.
Yeah.
And
But it's not.
it's not.
So, congrats to them. That's super awesome that they're
For
there.
sure.
Who, I should say, okay, do you guys have any predictions of who will win? And then who would you vote for?
Okay.
Which one?
I think I'm just... Okay.
Think about it.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to win. That's my prediction.
I agree. I think that will win.
I'm going to vote for God of War.
You're going to vote for God of War.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because it's a PS4
exclusive.
exclusive.
Yeah.
Next to Spider-Man. And don't get me wrong, I love Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know.
God of War was a better game than Spider-Man. No offense to Spider-Man. It was an amazing game. I loved it. Every minute of it.
Yeah.
But God of War ultimately was a better game.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Maybe I should play Celeste before I vote on these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When is the vote?
It is, like, you can vote right now.
Oh.
And then the award show is sometime in December. I know usually it's at the beginning of December. And you can, like, watch it online. Last time they had an awesome music piece. And they took all the music from, like, the entire year of video games and put it together. They had an orchestra with them. And, like, Sinister Gates was there playing with them.
No way.
Dude, it was so awesome. They were like, all right, and now we are going to have this awesome music thing. And they didn't even say, that's one of my favorite things about music, is like when they don't say who's on stage. They're just like, this, orchestra. And then you just see Sinister Gates up there, and he starts playing, like, the opening riff of, like, Persona 5, like, I was like, oh yeah, this is awesome. And then they ended with, like, the Breath of the Wild music, and it's super epic. I'll find it on YouTube. Again,
Nice.
I'll find it on YouTube and show you guys after
Right
this.
on.
But I was like, ooh. I had goosebumps.
Got some nice little chills there.
Oh yeah, I was like, man, this is awesome. This is so cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so good. So yeah, definitely watch that. Definitely vote. I think I will have to play through a little bit of the games that I didn't play before I vote.
For sure.
As it stands right now, I've played Red Dead, I've played Spider-Man, I played God of War. I finished Spider-Man. I didn't finish the other two, but I mean, like, I played enough of it to, like, kind of understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's between God of War and Red Dead for me. Like, story-wise, I'd go with God of War, definitely. Like, from what I've played so far, I think I've only played like 10 hours of it or so. Even just that much is like, this is some heavy stuff. Like, I like this. I haven't played any of the story in Red Dead that I don't need to play to get to the open world. I was just like, all right, see ya, dude. I popped that on like the other night, and I was playing it. And as soon as I started, like, you know how he's like crouched down when you first start, and he just kind of stands up.
Yeah.
There was a guy that walked by, and I greeted him, and I'm like, howdy, and he's like, stay away from me, or whatever, you know. He's like, don't talk to me. So I was like, you know, got on the horse, followed this dude up the mountains. I followed him. He's like saying stuff to me. He's like, what are you doing following me? And I'm just following him. I just keep following him, and I take out my lasso that dude up. I was like, there you go. And then some other guy was like, oh, hey, I saw you lasso that guy up. You can't even do that. Lasso that dude up. And then I looted them.
Nice.
And then they were like, we're gonna get out of here. And the first dude started to break free. I just shot him.
They do that?
Yeah, they broke out of the lasso, like, on the rope. Yeah, they were able to get out. They were gonna take me down. And I was like, nope. And so I just blasted them. Oh man, I've been meaning to talk about these weird Red Dead stories.
Yeah.
There's another one where this guy had a lady tied up on the back of his horse. It was like kidnapping her, and like riding across the countryside, and she's like, help, mister. And I'm like, I'm gonna save this lady.
Yeah.
And I ran up super close.
Sure enough.
Shot the dude in the head that was on the horse, and then I shot the dude that was on the horse. It was like steering this guy, like this horse, and the horse just kept going with the lady tied on the back. And I was like, oh no! She's like, get me off of this thing! And you know, sure enough, I was able to get her off. You know, and
to massacre the horse.
No, I just kind of caught up the horse.
Right,
it stopped. But yeah, she was like, oh, thank you, mister. And like, I cut her ties free, and she's like, all right, well, I must be heading back into town. And for a split second, I was thinking, man, I should just blast her right in the head. That'd be so awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Almost did it too.
It reminded me of an episode of Family Guy where he was trying to like free Pocahontas from, you know, some people that were like invading, you know. And he like, Peter Griffin just like blasts her head off, and he says, let her go.
All right, well, on that note,
Wow.
we've reached the end of the episode.
Yeah, we had to go out with a bang.
Yeah.
You like that? You like that pun?
That's pretty good.
That's good.
Anyway, hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, and if you're on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment below. Nerds out.
Yes. Goodbye.